Hi there and welcome back. My name is Melissa and welcome to my channel Modest Mom. Today I'm going to take you along as I try to plant some flowers I received from my mother on Mother's Day. I really need to get these planted before they die. We've been pretty busy just helping out my mother-in-law. She's had a brain aneurysm surgery, and so we've been helping her out during that. So I'm going to get these planted, and I also wanted to talk about how homesteading and homemaking is very rewarding, even though that there may be extra steps involved and there's always something to be doing. You're never hardly sitting down. But just how rewarding it is, and how it does require a lot of labor, and also labor of love as well. Doing a lot of things from scratch in your home requires a lot of hard work. I'm going to be honest with you, but I believe that you really have to understand the worth and why you're doing it in the first place. The thought of knowing, for one thing, what's going into your family's bodies and having a better understanding of that is just such a satisfying feeling. At the end of the day, when you know how your animals are taken care of, and your food, and or maybe the vegetables that you grew, things like that, that slice of bread on your plate that you worked really hard to make, it makes it all worth it to me. And is it a lot of hard work? Yes, very much so. Doing what you can from scratch, it's a lot of hard work, but it is so rewarding, and your children can learn how to help themselves, and that's also another great feeling as a parent. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let Satan blow it out. Are you always going to feel like getting up and just even putting in the work as far as homesteading or homemaking from scratch? No, you're not going to all the time. Hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, hide it under a bushel. But I also know the thought in the back of your mind of knowing who you're doing it for, not just your children and your husband, but for the Lord, makes a really big difference, or at least it does for myself. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till when you start homemaking from scratch, or trying to, even if it's just taking baby steps, as long as you do that for the Lord, and you're doing that even before your family, I believe that there becomes a whole new joy in your life as far as homemaking goes. you start to, like I said, have that joy, and you start to not feel stuck in maybe doing the same tasks that you have to do day in and day out. At the end of the day, when I know I've worked really hard, the Lord blesses me for that, and I enjoy that feeling of knowing that I worked hard. And I'm tired, but He still blesses me through that. I still have a long way to go as far as homemaking from scratch, but I've been starting this years ago, and I've just taken baby steps here and there, trying to add a little more and a little more. That satisfaction when you finally get your project done, whatever it is that you were working really, really hard on, and maybe it took you all day to do. It is truly one of the best feelings, in my opinion. And on a side note, you may learn a lot about yourself along the way, of what you thought you couldn't do, and really you could. I think my determination really thrives in that sort of lifestyle, because when I have my mind set to doing something, I'm gonna figure it out. I absolutely love these aprons that my husband got me for Mother's Day, and I have been in the kitchen a lot more, I think, with them, and so I appreciate it so much. Thank you, honey.
Because He first loved me.
Milking is one of those things that I don't always personally enjoy doing as far as getting up and just going out and doing it, because we do it every day, twice a day. And I actually really like being outside and just feeling the wind and hearing the birds sing, and sometimes I'll sing to Wilma here, and I don't know if she likes it or not, but she gets to hear me. I really do like the outcome of what the milk brings for us. The Lord takes care of Wilma, and Wilma's milk just does so much for us. Right now we're having to actually dump out her milk. She's had some mastitis in one of her teats, and so we're having to dump that out right now, but we're trying to get it better and healed up. We make all kinds of things with raw milk, as far as butter, cottage cheese, cream cheese, just all sorts of things. And I really, really enjoy that, because you don't have to go to the store to buy all those things. You just go outside and you're at the store, and that's such an awesome feeling. All it takes is a little more effort and a little more work on our part. You get raw and real ingredients in return. And you know, someone has always had to be the first one to start. And it may be something you've never done and you're maybe a little nervous about trying. But I encourage you to give it a shot. If you're determined, you can do it. Because I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yay!